it just keeps on going, then you're talking about the possibility of some genetic inefficiencies, either in how we detoxify or how we antioxidize, or perhaps how our B vitamin system works. So there's any number of genetic issues that may predispose you toward inflammation. There are some genetic issues that predispose you to making pro-inflammatory molecules and not being able to make the anti-inflammatory molecules. So when you try things that are supposed to work and you say, I'm doing everything you tell me to do, why is this still happening? Then we need to look more deeply to see, okay, is there something that has sort of closed this door and it's just not going to open for you? You just don't have this capacity. And then we have to try to find ways to work around that. The whole idea of having a diet that drives inflammation is another source of chronic inflammation. And what would those things be? Well, we talked about all the high carbs, but the other thing is high omega-6s. Now, to some degree, we need some omega-6s. We cannot reduce our omega-6s down to zero. I was just dealing with a person who had done such a good job of reducing her omega-6s and increasing her omega-3s, and I had to actually ask her to eat more nuts and to actually incorporate GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, in order to build up some of those omega-6s. I was impressed. It's the only person I've ever encountered in my entire career who was able to do this. Okay, so it's not easy. But we need omega-6s. We just don't need it at a ratio of 20:1, which is what our standard diet actually has. And so we need to increase our omega-3s. We need to reduce our omega-6s. Antioxidants, we need it, but you know something? Taking a whole boatload of antioxidants has never, ever shown itself effective. It's one of the great frustrations of medicine. People would say, if you just take enough antioxidants, we'll be able to stop the aging process, because the aging process is a process of oxidation. It has never been proven to be true, not ever. It appears that the way that our cells work is that we need to have exposure of these little microtoxins. Do you know that everything that's in a green drink is a toxin? It's a microtoxin. If you can taste it, the plant uses it to fight off insects. That's what it does. It's an insecticide for the plants. But we have evolved with it. So for us now, it is one of the keys to resiliency and to health. Because those little tiny, minuscule, microscopic insults actually turn on our cellular mechanisms of healing. They actually do that. They do that on a regular basis. People who don't have phytonutrients in their life already are way behind the 8 ball. So, and this is phytonutrients of every color. So that's the whole idea of eating the color of the rainbow every day. Make sure that your plate has all of the colors of the rainbow in vegetables every day. Let's see, and I think we mentioned those in one way or another. So when we talk about the inflammatory process, and I see that this damn stick's going to be in whatever you're doing.
Can't really see it. The lighting is not really good. It looks like a pointer.